In today's video, I wanted to play some Kaya. I've just been thinking about her a little bit. I play her every now and then, and she always looks like fun, and I feel like I don't give her enough attention. I was like this close to playing Teferi today just because I'm 69th, and most of that's just due to me, mostly just logging on now and making the video and logging off. And I find that keeps me in a really healthy mind state for the game. So if I lose with this and lose a lot of points today, I'm probably just going to try hard a little bit for the rest of the week and do some, Teferi and Geist and stuff like that. So hopefully it doesn't happen because I know you guys aren't super crazy about me playing control all the time. So, trying to have a little bit more diversity on the channel, but I do enjoy Kaya, and I just made a lot of tweaks to this list from the previous time. I took out the big angel curve, so it's also a lot more budget friendly. There's a lot less legendaries in the deck now. I changed the land from Hellmouth to Moorland, however, because I would like to get a lot of these creatures back as one-cost flyers, and some of those would be Thalia, so you can keep interrupting your opponent's ability to play spells, which is really strong when you're aggro, right? Getting back Devoted Steed is also very powerful, just to give that +1 over and over again. Same thing with Bloodletter 2. It has a debut effect of just draining 1. Doesn't sound like much, but that can help you proc your missions. And then even getting this back, because it has the continuous ability during your turn, you can't trigger traps. So if you get it back, it'll only cost 1, which means you'll dodge absorbs, negates, remands, all that sort of stuff, and just allow you to go face. So really strong there. And then also finding the Lord again and giving all your flyers +1/+1 for 1 is really strong. So it gives you bodies, and there's actually a lot of utility with this. Also with the cards that Kaya gets back, one of them has a debut effect, which is stun, and then the other one is drain your opponent for 2 finale, and the other one has sneak. So getting any of those back is also fairly strong as well. And this is a flyer package, so we're running the Lingering Spirit on 1 along with the Fledgling Gryff, because just drawing 1-drop flyers is really, really strong. Cut Down is super powerful. Definitely her best signature card. Deal 1 damage to an enemy after you complete a mission. Return this card from your hand. Return this to your hand from your graveyard. So it can be the last point that you need to proc a mission, and you get it right back. Can help you finish off your opponent's creatures, and can also go face to help you clock down the opponent. So very, very versatile card, very strong. Thalia, during your opponent's next turn, their spells cost 2 more. Really, really crazy. And I think it's actually pretty wild that Thalia is not a legendary. She's an epic. So very strong effect for an epic. Snaring Specter, not my favorite flyer, but it is a flyer, so it's still worth playing. 2-drop, 2/1 flying debut. Draft a trap and add 2 copies of it to your deck. This is something we probably wouldn't want to get back too often off a Moorland Haunt, but worst case, it's just a free creature, right? Silver Griffin, 2-drop, 1/3 flyer. So this is really important because it dodges shock, drain blood, a braid, all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty sticky. Devoted Steed just gives a friendly creature +1/+1. Really good when you have a deck full of flyers. I made room specifically for drain blood because whenever you're versing other aggressive decks, when you're the flyer, you have the ability to just kind of go in and ignore your opponent until you need that last bit of damage, and then you can just start chumping and then getting the last bit of damage in, and that's how you win a lot of the time with like spirits and Magic the Gathering. But I wanted something else to kind of help me stabilize during a race, and just kind of change the battle math a little bit in my favor. Also, it hits Young Pyromancer if I happen to come across it, and then hopefully you can also get rid of opponent's flyers that are in the way, maybe stopping me from getting lethal. So I think it's definitely worth the spot to get rid of the Drain Blood. I very heavily considered Oath of the Paladin. I don't know if it was in here before I made the adjustments, but I really didn't want to draw the dog and then the Divine Smite and then the Aura of Courage, even though Aura of Courage is very strong, obviously, in the flyer deck. It's just I wanted to curve out into my flyers, and I didn't want to get bogged down with those cards, but not saying that it's wrong. I just want to 1-drop flyer, 2-drop flyer, 3-drop flyer if I can, right? So I just didn't really want it in this list, but it could very well be in there. So if that's something that you're interested in, it's definitely not wrong to have it in there. It might even be better. It's just not how I want to play this deck. Daggerclaw Imp, 2-drop, 3/1, flying, can't block, doesn't matter. This is what's important, because if we play this on 2 and it's not answered and we swing, we proc our first mission. I have 1 Kai's Enforcer in here. Sacrificed one of them to make room for the second Drain Blood. It's just not a flyer, and it's just not on theme, even though this card is obviously amazing. I just don't think I'd rather take out anything else. I mean, if you don't have like Regna Redeemer, or you don't have Blood Queen Drana, I could see taking out one of those for it. It's just there are very few 3-drop flyers in this color combination. So I wanted to keep them in because, like I said, I want to curve out into 1, 2, and 3-drop flyers. And then Redeem Thief, 4-drop 3/4 flying. During your turn, can't trigger traps. Pretty strong. Flagrant Foul, just another piece of removal. Nothing to say there. And then Highwind Heron, 5-drop 4/3. Give all friendly creatures with flying +1/+1. And this is a very lights out card. When you drop this, it's really hard to come back from. Also, I decided to run this over Hellmouth Cave because this doesn't start until turn 6, so we guarantee curve to 5, which means we can guarantee drop this on 5, which is very important in my opinion. So let's see how it goes. Hopefully, you know, don't get slapped too hard, right? And of course, immediately we go up against the deck I was thinking about running today, because I think it's extremely powerful in the current meta. I don't expect this to go well. I'd feel a lot better if this was Jace. Teferi just has so many early traps that are a problem, so now there's Vindictive Shot, which I think Teferi should be running. Disorient really slows me down. It's just not a good time, right? So luckily I am a flying deck, so I might be able to get over certain things like Crab and Acolyte, but yeah, and they have the healing land, so this is not looking good. Ingles Epic is also really good. I've seen him on the ladder a bunch. We have a 1-drop, a 2-drop. I'm not gonna put it back. It's a curve, right?
I'm gonna enjoy this.
It's time.
This does not bode well at all. That's a little better. I think this is the super trap heavy version that tries to kill me with Second Sons, so yay. Which also means I have a ton of heal between this and that. Alright, so I'm going to play this instead of this just because this is just going to be staring at the crab for the rest of the game. So, I don't know. I mean, I could do this with Steed and then go face. Then the next turn I could attack with Steed. They, you know, block, and then I cut down. How important is it that I'm proccing a mission? I don't know. If I get the one that stuns, then it's worth it. So yeah, let's try this line. Oh, what am I talking about? I only have 2 mana, so I couldn't do it anyway. I'm dumb. But next turn I can. So it works the same, just a turn behind. I don't know why I was thinking I had 3 mana, because I'm crazy. Well, that looks like absorb and or negate. So oh, it's not the same, because if they block, then I can't get the last bit of damage with the cut down. But I could get rid of it, but I don't really need to get rid of it either, though, do I? So I think this makes more sense. Let's attack for 1. Hopefully it's not disorient. Oh, it's glare. Yeah, this is exactly what I was fearing, so this is not good. I'll take the Worm's Wake, just because if I draw it, then I can hold it up and have a creature after they Day of Judgment, which could be really nice. Yeah, them having the mana gem really messed me up there. Turn 2 glare is really strong. Okay, well, is this another glare? Let's find out.
Now things get interesting.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
Let's play 2 2s.
Just wait till you see what I do.
Naturally, they have the flyer, because why not? Yeah, so this is the super heavy trap version. I think they even have the Sphinx in here, which is a 5-drop 2/5 with flying, which is not good for me. Another cut down off the top would be sick nasty. Another crab. My goodness. I kind of want to foul this. I think I am going to foul it. If I swing with these two, then they just get messed up by these anyway. I can cut down one of them though. Hang on. If I attack and they block one of them, I'm gonna proc my stuff no matter what. So I should cut down ahead of time.
Nothing personal.
So I can get it back. I don't like showing my hand like that though. But if they don't block with the 3-2 one, then I at least don't lose both my guys. So there's some merit to showing my hand ahead of time, but I don't like it. Okay, well there's no way for me to play around that because I don't know what they got off of staff. So yeah, that's super cool. Okay, so they blocked with it anyway, which is fantastic for me.
Now things get interesting.
Okay, stun a creature.
Not too shabby.
Definitely take that. But yeah, this just seems very underwhelming, doesn't it? Of course, they've got a heal. Naturally. Yeah. Might be Kaya's worst matchup. Probably is Kaya's worst matchup. Teferi is just the aggro killer.
Drink deep.
More heal. Case in point. Should have done that before he played his thing. You know, to get all the options, but I'll take that. Let's make the most diverse board I can. So we're gonna do this. So we need 5. This is 5 now. This would be going 1 over, so I'm gonna summon this turn. I should have used my cut down. I need to play Kaya more.
Not bad.
I should have used my cut down, so then I got my cut down back. Very, very bad misplay. Every point of damage matters, so I need to pay more attention when I play Kaya. There's the Vindictive shot. Could be worse. I guess in fairness, I didn't know if he had Disorient, which would mean I wouldn't get my cut down back, but I don't know. So hard to say. You never know what they're holding up, right? I'm going to try not to commit to the board any more than I need to, because we're getting close to Day of Judgment territory. Alright, so 6. So this is 3, 6. So what are the chances that they don't have anything? You know, like really low, right? But still, I'm still going to do this now because it's only a matter of time before I have to. Yeah, there's the glare. It's only a matter of time before I get the mission proc anyway. It just doesn't have to happen right away. And it's happening anyway, right? Because we saved you for this very moment.
You look tasty. Now things get interesting. Not too shabby.
Very nice. Not committing to the board any more than I have to. That is the stun target for sure, for sure. If they Day of Judgment, at least they get rid of their flyer, but obviously that's, you know, not where we want to be. We need our land to start proccing more often. Okay, so no board wipe this turn. They're effectively at 9, pretty much. Thalia would be really, really nice to top deck. Let's see how many cards I have left. Definitely made some misplays this game. They already should be at 9, which means they effectively should be at 8 now. None of those help against my flyers. Okay, so let's see if I can get away with this. I do.
Not bad.
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
Nothing personal.
Well, I don't particularly care about that. We can attack. I care about that a great deal. So now I'm not going to get the mission proc unless I sack Somber Spirit, which I very well may. This is, well, this and this both die to Dagger. Let's do...
Just wait till you see what I have in store.
I'm playing into Judgment now.
Now things get interesting. Just wait till you see what I have in store.
Hopefully they don't heal, right? Okay, good. They didn't heal. He's got a dagger to kill one of my dudes already. I do have another Stalwart Spirit, though, to stop the flyer. I know, it's really, really close game, but like I said, I think we're very unfavored, and he should already be at no more than 2. Just been playing sloppy with Kaya. I'm gonna tighten it up.
Take this.
He's attacking before he judgments, or he's just trying to see if he can get some stuff off the board. Yeah, I already knew that was coming. He wouldn't use that if he had Day of Judgment. Does he not run Day of Judgment? Does he just think he can control the game that well? I was really hoping for Thalia there. So...
Not bad.
I'm not gonna, there's no way I can proc the mission this turn, so I'm gonna keep the cut down and see what happens. Wow. Wow. So even with me misplaying my butt off, we got that game anyway. Whew. Alright, very cool, very cool. But I recognized it. I'm going to tighten up the play a lot next game. Actually, before I go away, I want to see how much I went up from 69. Just kind of curious to see how many people are above me, how saturated it's gotten in the last 2-3 days.
Think fast.
Okay, it went up 10 points. Okay, so yeah, it's literally just due to me not playing, like, you know, pretty much the bare minimum. Okay. For the record, that is not how I build my Teferi lists. I don't run Call the Wind. I actually run board wipes. I don't rely on just my traps the whole time. I think that's like the super, super greedy way of building Teferi. And then also I don't run that land. I just run the basic blue-white combo, because while healing yourself's nice, it really hurts the turns that you need certain mana counts. So really not a fan of that Teferi list. I think if it was my Teferi list, I think I would have lost. You know, but hopefully it doesn't sound too like arrogant or whatever, but I don't lose to Kaya with Teferi. But also, well, to be fair, my Kaya list is also kind of weird compared to regular Kaya list because it's basically all just really cheap flyers that dodge absorb and stuff. So I don't know. I might have actually lost to that one even with my Teferi list because it's just it just goes under everything, right? This is gonna be very difficult because they're constantly healing themselves. So this might actually be closer to like a hard counter. I'm keeping the cut down. Cut down's too good. So, okay, we have a 2-drop at least.
Enjoy this.
Good luck in this and all.
I am going to cut down the face, even though that looks really weird, because if this isn't answered, I'll get it back. And I would like to do it, you know, on curve, and then on turn 3, I could, like, play a 3-drop, right? Okay, never mind. This is better. This is going to be really, really difficult, if not impossible. The constant healing is a huge issue. But I'll take a video going 1-1 though.
Blessings upon us.
Okay, well, I'm gonna cut down that because I can't resist. Because he gets +1/+1, right? Yeah, so I have to kill it now, sadly.
The sun.
Nothing personal.
That is not what I wanted, but
Be soothed.
what can you do? Can't let that thing get out of control.
Kinjali's
Well.
blessings upon us.
Take heart. You won't.
Am I gonna have to foul that thing? I might be able to ignore it for a little while before I foul. I'm definitely gonna have to foul that thing. But I'm gonna curve out into my 4 and 5 drop first, probably. It's already at 5 though,
For
man.
the Golden City.
Jeez. Maybe foul into Heron, because that's just too big.
The sun.
Which is pretty silly.
Now things get interesting.
I'll take a sneak.
Not too shabby.
Oh look, they're at 19. They've healed all but 2 damage that I've dealt.
Let's gear
That's a
up.
little scary. I might have to save my cut down and drain blood for a trading situation. As long as they don't have the 1-drop upgrade that gives flying, then I'm still gonna Heron next turn and hit him for 6. And I also want Heron to die as quickly as possible, so I have the chance of getting it back as soon as possible. Oh. Buddy, you are rude. Okay, well, I can't Heron now because I have to answer a 1-drop. That's now a 5/3. So, I mean, I could drain blood, cut down. Man, that sucks. I'm just not gonna get. I'm just not gonna get my stuff back. Oh no, this is 4. This is 4. What am I talking about? So yeah, I can do this. I can do this. I'm gonna see if I get the stun guy first, because I'll play the stun guy to stun
Now
this.
things get interesting.
If I pull it. No, not quite.
Not too shabby.
Okay, we're gonna play Sly Spirit, I think.
Not too shabby.
That wasn't a bad turn.
Be soothed.
And if they don't answer anything, I will guarantee get another proc, so could be worse. Now let's see what this turn 5 is like for them. Hopefully it's nothing too terrible for me. If they ever pass holding up 3 or more, I'm going to assume it's Immolating Glare, and I'm going to drop Redeem Thief.
Come home.
That's very slow. That's very slow.
Let's gear up.
I think it's still Heron. Heron attack with just these two. I can cut down this ahead of time, because if they don't block this, then I can get it back. Yeah.
Nothing personal.
If they do block it, actually this allows me to swing out, because if they do block it, excuse me, if I do get the mission proc, then I can dagger even if they were to block this. Like, it's no longer free, is what I mean to say. I think this is right.
Lay down your
Okay.
arms.
Yeah, see, it allowed me to swing where I couldn't have swung with that before. It's totally fine. And I couldn't block with that guy, which is why I'm really glad they traded it off, right? They're just trying to deny me the cut down. But that's fine. I'm not mad at that sequence there. We're on really shaky ground here. Nothing we're doing is particularly impressive. As long as that thing doesn't get flying, though, we are going to proc another mission, or if they don't use her signature spell to stop me from attacking. Very slow, very slow, which is exactly what I want to see. Oh, reach? Why does it have to get reach? Out of all the upgrades, man. Reach. Might have lost because of that reach. If I swing here and swing here, he's just going to take the favorable and then take this. But if he's greedy like that, though, then I'll get the mission proc from this. And if I swing and he blocks this with this, I can just take it out with the cut down. So I think I actually go all in, even though that looks really weird. And I'm not like the biggest fan. Okay, yeah, figured. Okay. So he didn't take the greedy trade like I was hoping. 3. Don't want to play this. Wouldn't mind playing a bigger flyer, but this is going to bring out the 4/4 flyer, right? Yikes. At least this is something that can trade with it, but would I rather just go wide? I kind of would rather just go wide. So... I want to save that drain one as a surprise.
They shall feel our defiance.
Be really nice if my land proc and gave me Heron back.
I stand vigilant.
Constant healing, and they have just enough flyers to like slow me down. That upgrade to get reach was really, really unfortunate. Another reason to go wide, because if I had just invested in Redeem Thief, then I just lost, right? I don't think we care about that. And now they have a flyer. Foul would be great off the top. Steed. Man. Just nothing is going how I need it to go, is it? Okay, so I have to Steed on the 1/1. Sacrifice one of my dudes off, and then I can do this to get the proc.
Your time has come.
Why would you block that one and not the 2/2?
You look tasty. Now things get interesting. Not too shabby.
I think I would rather guaranteed get 2 damage in next turn.
Not too shabby.
Oof.
Be soothed.
Yeah, the constant healing on the creatures is so obnoxious. I think I'm gonna need a foul to even stand a chance. Let's see. 21 cards, alright. Yep, that pretty much seals the deal that I'm not going to win this game.
Your time has come.
Why did they leave?
Over.
I'm afraid I can go no further.
I'll have to go back and look at that game stage. I'm not sure why they left.
All too easy.
I'm gonna go look at that in just a second. I want to see where it got me to. Yeah, definitely need to tighten up the play with the Kaya. Like, I think I've played her maybe 3 times on this channel total, which means I think I've played her 3 times total since the game came out. But she is really good, though. Let's see. Okay, almost back in the top 50. Let me look at that game, and then I'll see what's going on. Okay, so I didn't see it because the game ended, but I had 3 flyers. I only could block 1, and I had the sneak guy, so I'm really glad I played him last turn, but it wouldn't have mattered because I would have sacked the deal 2 damage off and dealt the last 2. So all I had to do was swing out, and they lost because I guess the last 2 mana they had just wasn't anything. So a couple really close games, even though I'm not like particularly good at playing Kaya. I still got both of them, and you know, decently high mythic, so that's very interesting. I don't know. It just seemed really close, and it seemed like if both my opponent's decks were built a little bit differently, then I might have lost both of those games. But it's just so in Magic the Gathering, I always play control or tempo, but you know, on Arena, I pretty much strictly play control because when I play spirits, I play mono blue spirits, and it always matches me up against like mono white angels or mono red, which are like almost auto lose matches. But anyway, so I play control. My best friend plays mono white weenies, and or you know, some variant of humans. And so whenever I deck build, I always build my decks like very like if this was like the greedy side, I build decks way on the other side, and I just try and deal with a lot of the aggression and a lot of the mid-range decks a lot more, and I think that served me well on the ladder. But not saying that their decks were bad, it's just that I build decks specifically to try and handle stuff like this. Like, I mean, I run Infest and Vraska, you know, most of the time, just because I know stuff like this and Angrith exist, right? But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Support has been really nice. I think I gained 7 subs in the last 24 hours, which is a huge boon compared to what it's been. It's been like 1 or 2 for a while, pretty much since the Maniac meta. So I really appreciate that. I think I'm like 69 away from 1,000, so it's super exciting. But again, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.